Hey y'all, welcome to another Wrath of the Righteous video. Today we are going to meet Ulbrig, who is the newest companion that is included in the first DLC for Season 2. Now, just as a heads up, I am going to walk through how to meet him and then also go through initial dialogues and everything like that. So this is not going to be spoiler free, so bear that in mind going forward. And with that being said, enjoy. All right, y'all. Welcome to us figuring out how to make friends with Ulbrig, who is the new companion that comes out in the first DLC for Season 2. I am so excited to meet him. So I loaded into an old save file. It's one of the only ones that I can currently load into because I don't have mods currently enabled. So this is Mari, our stream character, not Abby, who you might be used to. So yeah, I entered into the Blackwing library where you pick up the storyteller, and there, as you can see, was a new statue, and the statue came to life and then ran away. And there's a tail there. So how do I get there? I don't know. But we're gonna get there. If it's the last thing that I do. I actually think it's really cool that they've repurposed the
Is that a trap?
I don't know.
It might be a trap.
I think it's really cool that they've repurposed the Blackwing library for this. Now, I don't think that this is where he's going to be after Chapter 1. I do believe he's going to be somewhere else, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to pick him up in subsequent chapters. From the research that I've done, people are speculating you'll probably be able to pick him up either Chapter 1, 3, or 5. But Chapter 1... Blackwing library, really easy to pick him up. Also, potentially really quick, given that this is very early game where you pick up the storyteller. So you could get the storyteller, have a great moment, and then go pick up Ulbrig, or at least start to. Can I? So I was curious. So I just left and came back, and he's missing. Which is actually really interesting. So I don't think you're actually supposed to be able to make friends. I think just a majestic griffin over there.
We do it my way.
So now we'll leave and stroll around the map and hope that a little thing pops up that's like, hey, this person wants... Oh, maybe... What if they went to Defender's Heart? Wait. Discuss... No, that's that. All right, so let's just like... Where did I go? Did I go back in? Oh, no. We were leaving. I was like, wait, what? No. It actually did put me back in. Whoops.
Follow if you
So
dare.
let's kind of roam around the map for a few and see if that does anything. So, So there's this one that I haven't done on this save yet. So maybe we'll just kind of come all the way back down here and see if he shows up. Like if we get, like the, an encounter, but this is an evadable one, which means it's not it. Like I'm looking for a non-evadable one, which would 100% probably be what I'm looking for. So I've kind of roamed around the map, haven't found him yet, but I thought, let's go to Defender's Heart. Let's go into the tavern and see, how sometimes some things will kick in with a good sleep. Also, Mari is tired and I don't have the mod on that makes that okay. So we're gonna go get her some sleep before we keep perusing around. Oh, no. All right, Mari, let's go get you some sleep, girl. You're probably tired. I get it. Same. She looking for a Sarkorian. Oh, she's looking for a burb. Oh, this is new. This is very... Oh, goodness. Hi. There's a big...
What in the name of the Green Mother's going on in this crazy town?
Hello. Wow, that's real. Okay, the ceiling gives way with a thundering crash, and a griffin lands on the floor of the tavern. In a flash, the creature transforms. A huge, red-bearded man now stands before you. Folding his arms, he casts a proprietary eye over the tavern.
Who's in charge here? You there in the armor? Or is it you, tavern keeper? Or maybe it's you, old-timer? Oh, you, I remember. You were in that ravaged fortress with all the books.
Yeah.
You can explain all this to me.
So I'm guessing because that this was a modded playthrough, that there might be a few problems with why he hasn't transformed back into Ulbrig. But I'm fine with that because this griffin, whoo, top tier. Look at the detail. That is incredible. Can we just zoom in? Yes, we can. And the music, his theme song is so good. Owlcat once again delivering on the music.
Well?
Oh gosh. Mari, are you gonna make it? Oh man, I need a character with a bunch of will now, so then that way we can look back at him and say nothing. Who are you?
What's this? I can't believe my ears. Since when do folks not recognize me when I walk into a tavern?
Since right now.
All right. First things first. If by some chance you don't already know, they call me Ulbrig. Ulbrig Olesk. Chief of the Olesk clan. The one that gave Barzog's orcs a drubbing.
No.
Well, never heard of them either.
No.
I'll be damned. Is this an illusion or something? One minute I'm laying myself down for a nap in a glade one summer's day, and the next I'm waking up among ruins and flames and monsters running riot. And no one knows me. But you see, my name's famous across Sarkoris. Where in the blazes am I? What's going on here?
You've heard songs that tell of the glorious victories of an alliance of Sarkorian tribes over an orcish horde led by a chief called Barzog. But that was a long time ago, centuries in the past, before the demon invasion. Is it possible that this man does not know that Sarkoris has fallen? What is this sass? You can already start off with top tier sass. You couldn't come through the door?
The door would have been smarter, right enough. I was asleep too long, that must be it. My head's all muddled. I remember I was flying over the city looking for something, and when I found it, I just drove straight for it. Roads and roofs be damned. But what was I looking for? Drinks? Warriors? No, that's not it. Or maybe you. Was I looking for you?
Possibly. In the library, there was a stone statue of a griffin. It came to life suddenly and flew off. Was that you?
A statue, you say?
Yeah.
Strange. I don't remember being turned to stone. But if it looked like a griffin, then it must have been me. Take a gander at this.
Oh.
Don't worry, I won't scratch you. I'm no werewolf, I'm a shifter. My powers were granted to me by the sacred griffin Ervar, who protects our clan. I doubt you've got any other griffins flying about this city of yours.
That's true. You said you saw me in a library. When?
Now, let me think. Strange that the memory's in there, but it's all broken up in little pieces. So, I opened my eyes, I saw books and stones around me, and you were there. Then I was flying over the city. I had wings. And then I was in this here tavern, and then I saw you again.
So you're saying you fell asleep in Sarkoris and woke up here?
That's what I'm saying to you. I was plucked like a fish from a pond and carried off to God's nowhere. All right, that's enough questions from you. Now answer some of mine. Where am I, and what's going on here?
The joke. This is so good. You're not on Galorian anymore. This world is called No Hopia, and every day just after lunch we get invaded by demons.
You overplayed your hand there. No Hopia, you say. Demons invading after lunch and dragons at every full moon, no doubt. And this moon of yours, I'll bet it's made of cheese. Fine. If you don't want to tell me what's going on, don't. We're in a tavern, not in the middle of nowhere. There's plenty of folks around. I'm sure one of these people will tell me what's happening here. There's one thing I do know without asking. You've got a tough fight on your hands. I'm not one to wait on an invitation to a brawl, so if you're making ready to break some demon horns, I'm going with you. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have a taste of whatever ale they brew here.
And I believe that means we've made friend. Okay, so Ulbrig is still not. And he's still. Okay. He's still a griffin, which I'm guessing is, like I mentioned, a bug of mine from past mods. So that's probably what's causing this. Or I'm also playing on a slightly earlier beta build, so maybe there's that. But in the meantime, please enjoy this majestic griffin. He said, oh, hey there. Just the last I wanted to talk to your health, by the way. I asked around about this here city, about the whole hubbub, who you lot are fighting and why, and the more I hear, the less I understand. So no hope ya, huh? He chuckles. You pulled my leg good there, I'll give you that. But the rest of these city folk are no better. They told me things that made my head spin. Everyone from the tavern keeper to a knight is giving me some hokum. They say Sarkoris was burned to the ground by a bunch of Oglins 100 years ago, and Canabras, that godforsaken village the size of a pig snout, was turned into this massive fortress to defend against him, which means I must have slept for hundreds of years, or for 100 years, and didn't notice a thing. So what am I gonna make of this? Am I the barmy one, or is it everyone else? Or maybe we've all been bewitched by Fae and are living in the yarn they're spinning. Talk about a doozy. I want to ask you something. Oh, that's right. I had a question of my own to ask you. Explain to me the pain and plain and simple. Back when we first met, what was all that about? How did I end up in the fortress with all the books? Why did I wake up right when you came? This is horse feathers. The real horse feather here is how many questions you're able to ask without pausing for breath or letting me get in her word in hedgehogs. I love that. There. I've asked them all. Just answer already. I'm all ears. That griffin statue stood in the library for decades. Does this mean I was napping inside the statue? And that woke me up was probably the grasshopper god smashing the city with his scythe. I'm a heavy sleeper, but no one could have slept through a whopper like that. No, it still doesn't make a lick of sense. So, right. So what is it you want to talk about? So I wonder if we have any, like, I'm super curious about flirt lines. Just because because normally romances have like early flirt lines in Owlcat games. So I just want to know if there's one in like an initial conversation. So we're gonna try some. What was your role in the tribe? I was chieftain, not by right of blood. Like in some tribes, it takes more than being born in the right family to lead Olisk. You have to earn the right from our divine patron. The heavenly griffin chose me. Except, as you can see, it didn't do my clan much good. The chieftain's duty is to be with their people in peace and war, in life and in death. And what did I do? Abandoned them. There's no two ways about it. I missed everything. I slept through everything. All right, now your turn. Where do you hail from? Where's your tribe? Oh, that's actually really cool. Oh man, like this is different from everybody else, and like how you meet them and stuff like that. This is really cool. Our humble party is my only tribe, and it's all the tribe I need. I have no tribe. I'm on my own. I don't remember my past too well, who I am or where I'm from. The memories are all hazy. I kind of want to see what happens if you mention you have no tribe, because somebody like Ulbrig seems to really like he needs that. So I'm curious as to what he'd say. Well, I won't judge. I don't think I could live like that, alone without a soul to call dear. How is that living? Can we try? Okay. So it doesn't, like, I was wondering if it would give me that again so I could try the other answers. Tell me about your homeland. I'll tell you this, Sarkoris isn't a country, it's a whole world. Just imagine, a lynx standing at the edge of a snowy woods in the north, perch splashing in the Selen in the east, furry bumblebees buzzing over the blooming hills in the south, and everywhere you look there are people the likes of which you won't find anywhere in the world. They are the bravest in battle and the fleetest in dance, hundreds of tribes, each with its own legends, songs, heroes, gods, and spirits. Now you tell me, could a land like that really have perished because of a few grasshoppers? I won't believe it, ever. He's so good. This is such good writing already. So you're from the Oles clan, right? Our clan is one of the oldest. Our history goes back to a time before Sarkorius and was settled, when our ancestors lived in the mountains in the far north. Once their mountain home had become too small for them, they went down to the untrodden hills and forests of the south, drove out the monsters and giants, and founded Sarkorius. Even back then, the Olisks were the first into every battle and the first to build a settlement on their land. People wrote so many songs about our deeds that if I were to start singing them all to you now, we'd be stuck here for a good month. Who routed the Orcish invaders? Who seduced the Fey Queen and stole her tiara? Whose apples are the size of a hair? Whose cider made from those apples can knock out a bear? That's right, it's all us. If giants lived there before your ancestors, you can't call those lands untrodden, can you? You're a laugh. You're saying giants are people? Have you seen the one with your own eyes? They can't even speak our tongue. They just growl and fart. They may look like humans, but they're dumber than frogs. All they know is eating and fighting. They feast on human flesh, I'll have you know, so don't feel bad for those freaks. Our ancestors are right to cut them down. So tell me about your patron. The griffin whose beak has marked the sun and whose talons have racked the moon. Ulbrig crosses his arms in a ritual gesture. He is the ancient protector of our clan. From each generation, he chooses one who is worthy of wielding his power. But ever since I woke up here, he hasn't spoken to me once. No prophetic dream, no answers, no signs. His power is still with me, so he must be alive. But why is he silent? Thank you for your answers. I'm always up for a chat, especially when there's a beer to be drunk. I just want to make sure there's nothing. Okay, so actually, I'm kind of happy that there wasn't any like big flirt lines to start. I know that, like I said, I like that for the other ones, but having talked to him now, it actually makes a lot of sense that there wouldn't be. He's super disorientated. He's gone through a lot recently to only find out that like
if you don't
his home and everything like that is gone. His tribe is gone, all of that. So it would make sense that there wouldn't be an initial flirt line. And I like that they're respecting that and not just kind of almost following a formula that they've had for a while, if that makes sense. So I just want to make sure nothing new. Nope. Okay, good. So let's leave. I want to see if we can pop him out of his griffin form real quick. Oh man, though, he seems like he's gonna bring such a fresh perspective to everything. I'm really, really, really excited to travel with him and to kind of start a fresh run with him. If you watch my Pathfinder Let's Play, though, I am not going to start Abby over again. The last I recorded. So we're gonna replace Sela with Ulbrig, because I feel like Ulbrig's gonna be a pretty big frontliner. We're gonna keep going. Recording wise, I'm at the end of chapter 2, so we're just gonna kind of I'm gonna finish up chapter 2 and then kind of go from there. So I need to get us into a place where I can do that. So basically what we'll do for Abby is finish up chapter 2, and then we're literally gonna spend all this time trying to figure out how to find him in chapter 2 or chapter 3. So he's technically in his griffin aspect, and then if I do that, will he pop out? So it looks like for me, he's kind of stuck in it for right now. There's release, grapple. Okay, so he's got a whole bunch of, oh, wild shape return. Okay, I found him. I got him. He's good. I found him. And now he's got, the portrait. Oh, the portrait is top tier. This portrait is top tier. This is, yep. Let's see him in the inventory. It looks so good. 100%. He comes with a clasp. Is that new? Is he the only one with it? Oh, instead of a necklace, or an amulet rather. Oh, cool. Okay, so he comes with that. He comes with regular hide armor and just some basic stuff. So he doesn't come with like anything super, super important, except for, I'm guessing the Swarmbane clasp is something that we're gonna want to keep. The wearer's weapons, unarmed attacks, and natural attacks deal full damage to Swarm. Oh, interesting. That'll actually come in handy later on. So this is Ulbrig in all of his Ulbrigness without his griffin form. So yeah, if you end up playing this and for whatever reason Ulbrig is stuck in his griffin form, just come to his abilities and use the so I assume it's the griffin aspect that you need to get him into it. I don't know how let me see. So you do that to get him into... Oh, I see. So it's not griffin aspect, it's griffin shape. So as a heads up, to kind of deal with Ulbrig and like get him in and out of it, you have griffin shape, which is literally the like taking on the shape of whatever you picked, and then you're gonna need the wild shape return. And that is unlimited charges, but you only have 5 charges at least to start of the griffin. Or I think it was 6 actually, because we used 1. And then you just pop him back, and then there he is. So that's it. Y'all, thank you so much for taking a quick peek and meeting Ulbrig with me. I hope you enjoy the newest DLC for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and I will catch you next time. Bye!